Okay, class, where were we? I believe we were about ready to get into the dictionary here. We're just going to go straight to the new terms, because we haven't looked at the dictionary at all. So these are pretty much, I believe, the only terms that we've learned so far. We've got the term Vendine, a single planet nation located in the Vendini system. First contact was made in 710 SD. Although the Vendini possessed little power, the sophistication of their science exceeds that of the Pan-Galactic Federation and the Aldian Empire. This has allowed Vendine to maintain its neutrality despite the delicate balance of power in the region. The Vendini are not hostile to the Pan-Galactic Federation, but, on the other hand, they are not particularly friendly either. Okay, and we've got Ursus, a stage name, a huge Rondo Lukian strongman and member of the Rossetti troupe. Ursus is from a rare Rondo Lukian bloodline of giants who are even larger than the average Rondo, and shows off his prodigious strength by easily ripping iron chains, bars, and other items apart. Although he rarely speaks of his own accord, Ursus is actually pretty talkative for a member of his clan. And a Rondo Lukian, a sentient race living in the snowbound planet of Rondo Lukia. Go figure. Rondo Lukians worship a god of destruction, and believe that the universe can only be saved by begging this god for mercy. The Rondo Lukians attempted to conquer the galaxy at one point, and went to war with their neighbors, but they were thwarted in this ambition by an alliance between 3 planets. The Rondo Lukians were occupied by their conquerors for some time after the war, but thanks to the support of the negotiators from the planet Fui, they eventually regained their independence and joined the Pan-Galactic Federation. Now, you may not like me reading this stuff, but at the very least, you should get a laugh from some of the ridiculous places they're going to make me pronounce here. A Velbasian harlequin and member of the Rossetti troupe, Ganella is the most dexterous member of the troupe, as well as the member who knows the most tricks. However, due to his frivolous and irresponsible nature, he never seems interested in any responsibility greater than a warm-up act, despite his knowledge and natural ability. And we've got Velbasian now, a nomadic race without a single specific home, that wanders throughout the universe in clan-based groups. Velbasians possess a highly acute nervous system that makes them extremely talented in feats that require precise movements, such as acrobatics and magic tricks. They are also well known for their extraordinary explosive muscle power, which regularly amazes members of other races. However, Velbasians are not very good at eliminating lactic acid from their muscle fibers, so they cannot use their superior abilities for long, which is unfortunate. And Papita Rossetti, a dancing girl of the nomadic race of Velbasians who wander space without any permanent home, space gypsies. Since her father is unknown and her mother Elayne is already dead, she stays with the Rossetti troupe, which is led by her uncle Piccolotto. She has the same genius for dancing that her mother possessed, and has already mastered many different dances at a young age, earning the admiration of the other members of the troupe. And Piccolotto Rossetti, the chief of the Rossetti troupe, a circus group that roams the galaxy. While single-handedly managing the troupe, this hard-working man also puts on an animal trainer act. Piccolotto has adopted and lovingly raised Papita, the daughter of his kid sister who died at a tragically young age. And Elayne Rossetti, a beautiful Velbasian dancing woman who supported the Rossetti troupe when it was first formed. After founding the Rossetti troupe with Piccolotto and Dulcina, Elayne contributed immensely to the troupe's growth. Elayne later fell in love with a certain person and gave birth to Papita, but unfortunately the child's father left her out of the fear of being caught up in a scandal involving the traveling circus gypsies. Afterwards, Elayne raised Papita alone, but lost her life in an accident 1 month before her daughter's 5th birthday. I wonder how she died. Fall off the tightrope or something? Burn up in the atmosphere? A tragic stunt gone wrong somehow? Wife of Piccolotto here. Let's see. And Troop Diva. Ex-Diva. Dulcina was a close childhood friend of Elayne, the mother of Papita. When Elayne met an untimely death, Dulcinea took over the orphan Papita, and without giving the matter a second thought, raised her as her own daughter. One could say she showered Pepita with more affection than she would have had the girl had been her real daughter. She may have a nasty way with words, but Dulcinea is actually a kind, open-minded woman with an all-encompassing personality. Almost done here, folks. We've got to keep up on this thing, otherwise I'll be doing like an hour-long video of this. How would you like that? Rossetti Troop. A wandering space circus troupe led by the Valbasian Piccolotto. This troupe is too small to be very famous, but it is a reasonably talented troupe as small circus troupes go. The Aldian Empire. A gigantic military empire that controls a total of 7 sectors, centered on the Nu, Z, Omicron, and Psi sectors. It is the only force equal in power to the Pan-Galactic Federation. First contact occurred in SD 710. The Aldian Empire attempts to colonize surrounding star systems by force, and is therefore incompatible with the multi-state philosophy of the Pan-Galactic Federation. This is why the two forces have been in a state of constant warfare since first contact, over 60 years ago. The state of the Aldian Empire's homeworld and the total number of Aldians are unknown at this time. Aldian, a sentient race living in the Aldian Empire, the primary rival of the Pan-Galactic Federation. Not only have the Pan-Galactic Federation and the Aldian Empire been in a constant state of war ever since first contact, since Aldian battleships self-destruct without fail after losing a battle, absolutely no information is available about this civilization. Sector. One of 25 equal partitions of the Milky Way galaxy, defined so that the general galactic location of a star or other object can be quickly understood. Since the Milky Way is shaped like a whirlpool, there are only 6 sectors on the periphery. Each sector is shaped like a perfect hexagon when viewed from the bottom, and extends up into a hexagon-shaped pillar. These interlocking sectors neatly partition the entire galaxy. The sector that includes the center of the Milky Way is called the Zero Sector. The central point of the Zero Sector lies along a straight line that connects to the point at the center of the universe, or the point from which all galaxies are expanding. Other sectors are drawn in a whirlpool fashion radiating out from this line, starting with the Alpha Sector, then the Beta Sector, and so on. The center of the galaxy is much thicker than the surrounding areas, so the 7 sectors from Zero to Zeta are also divided vertically, unlike the other sectors. In this case, the sectors above and below the central sectors have either a plus or a minus affixed to the end of each sector name, in order to differentiate them from central sectors. If these sectors are also included, the entire Milky Way is divided into a total of 39 sectors. Zeta Sector. A neutral sector of the Milky Way galaxy outside the control of the Pan-Galactic Federation. Colossus and reserve systems are located in this sector. And the Alpha Sector. The sector of the Milky Way galaxy that lies along a straight line that passes from the origin points in the galactic and universal spatial coordinate systems, and is used as a standard of reference for delineating all sectors. Lambda Sector. The sector of the Milky Way galaxy that is the closest Pan-Galactic Federation-controlled sector to the territory of the Aldian Empire. Federation number 17 was located here until it was destroyed in an attack by the Aldian Empire 7 years ago. Space Station. A faculty of the Pan-Galactic Federation built to serve as a base for military defense or the mining of resources. As of the current year of 772 SD, the Pan-Galactic Federation possesses a total of 43 space stations and 9 remote stations. Remote stations are those that have been set up as staging bases for reconnaissance into unexplored regions of space. Not all remote stations are located in frontier regions. And Federation Station number 17, a Pan-Galactic Federation base that used to orbit the planet Rava III. As the closest military base to the territory of the Aldian Empire, it suffered endless and devastating attacks by the Aldian forces. 7 years ago, in 765 SD, it was brutally attacked by a fleet of the Aldian Empire. Damage sustained in the attack caused the creation engine inside the base to malfunction, completely annihilating it. A creation engine, huh? A device that can generate creation energy. See also creation energy. Okay, it's a scientific term. Research on this completely new type of energy system began after a discovery in the second half of the 4th century SD, and practical applications based on the system first appeared in the first half of the 8th century SD. This system, which was discovered in an ancient ruin on the planet Melokenia, describes a system wherein part of the energy that exists in imaginary number space is drawn into three-dimensional space. Theoretically, this type of system could produce an essentially infinite amount of energy. Of course, since no type of material or electromagnetic shield can withstand the tremendous amounts of energy created by this system, the use of creation energy is strictly limited to special areas of space surrounded by space-time displacement shields. I thought we were almost done. This could go on forever, folks. It might. Space-time displacement field. A completely new type of force field that began to be researched when creation energy was first discovered. Unlike previous energy fields comprised of electromagnetic radiation, this field blocks energy in the fourth dimension by actually interfering with space-time itself, preventing it from conveying the energy. In other words, whereas previous shields could only block the target energy type, space-time displacement shields actually reflect the energy into another dimension. This is why the new type of shield can block magnitudes more energy than previously utilized shields such as electromagnetic shields. Force field, an artificially created energy field. As of the current year of 772 SD, force fields are used for a diverse range of applications, from shields on spaceships to simulation games for children. Shield. See also electromagnetic shield or space-time displacement shield. Electromagnetic shield. A shield system that utilizes powerful radiation to form layers of gravitons in any desired location. This system uses the phenomenon whereby energy that is continuously fed into a certain closed space causes matter and gravitons to be formed, in order to create an anti-gravity field as well as a physical force field. When this type of shield is used in a battle situation, the frequency of the radiation used to generate the shield is randomly changed with each deployment. This prevents the enemy from matching the frequency of the shield and disabling it. They can't scan for the frequency? I mean, shouldn't the frequency just constantly be jumping around? I'm not a rocket scientist here, folks. I'm not going to question it. It takes a tremendous amount of energy to deploy this kind of shield. Maybe I'm not a shield scientist either. That would probably be more irrelevant. So energy for this purpose must be stored somewhere in advance. Of course, there are limits to the space available, so it is not wise to deploy a shield that is more powerful and which requires more space than necessary. In combat, the timing at which the shield must be activated is unpredictable, so a number of thin energy fields are deployed outside the shield proper, and the shield is only activated when the fields are breached. Okay, I'm almost done here. I think we've almost packed our brains with more than enough information. I'm going to read just a few more here. Hopefully we're almost to the end. It's just starting to trickle now. This particle was theoretically derived from the need to explain the warping effect of an object's mass on space-time. It is perceived as a latent energy that has no effect outside the particle. The existence of this particle was postulated in order to explain the actual phenomenon whereby the mass of an object will warp space-time, before the nature and effect of alterable space-time were understood. After physicists came to understand alt-space, it became apparent that rather than mass creating the force of gravity, the existence of matter warps space-time in such a way that the apparent force of gravity results, and this effectively disproves the existence of gravity itself. Regardless, the graviton still survives as one of the tools used to help explain the extremely confusing effects of alt-space. Alterable space. When matter exists in three-dimensional space, space warps in direct proportion to the amount of energy in that matter, and that matter begins moving in a direction described by a curved or geodesic line. This phenomenon appears to observers as gravity, and acts as if a force were being exerted in the surrounding area. Alterable space, or alt-space, is a term referring to this type of three-dimensional universe. People tend to think that the mass and matter warps space and creates gravity, but in reality, it is the energy and matter that actually warp space, thereby giving the appearance of what we refer to as mass. The theory of alterable space was a historical scientific breakthrough, and led to a major revolution that resulted in the recent gravity-based technologies, such as gravitic warp, all of which depend upon total control over alt space. Last one, and then I'm done. Gravitic warp. A new warp theory developed by Dr. Krupp in 537 SD, which enabled travel at speeds that greatly exceed those previously possible via subspace warp. The system works by controlling the gravitational dimension that ordinarily propagates through alt space, and using it to directly warp space in front of the ship, compressing it in such a way as to effectively enable extremely high-speed travel through three-dimensional space. Almost all large vessels nowadays utilize gravitic warp systems. Okay, subspace, no one cares. You are obsolete and no longer important. Oh wait, look. There are all these terms too, all these yellow ones. Oh, all these people we need to read about, all these races, all these miscellaneous, and this book is just going to keep growing. Holy jeepers. You know what, folks? I think we're done there. Absolutely do. So, where are we going now? I believe that this goes to the beach, which is where we want to head to next. Oh boy, I'm cross-eyed after all that. Did I put anyone to sleep? I tried to be as monotone as possible. I was hoping to Benstein you guys into some type of hypnotic coma there. Hey, it's Tails. What's going on? Foxtail girl. The whole idea of coming to a resort planet is to stretch out your tail and relax. And my button's not responding. Wait, but my boyfriend has got her mind. But my friend has got her mind set on hooking up with a hot guy. I can't figure out why she had to come all the way to Hydra just to do that. Haida, just to do that. I don't know either. Okay, 1 second. Okay, wanted to test something there. I'm hoping that the buttons will continue to work here. Well, hello there.
Well, hello there.
That's what I said.
What can I do for you?
Well, what do you mean? Just hanging out on the beach.
Say, you're kind of cute. And kind of single,
To be honest, we are. Sophia is not our girlfriend.
You know, hanging out on this beach has got me as dry as a dog.
Dry? I could irrigate your fields if you need
How
me
would
to.
you like to come up to my room?
Fill your water bowl there?
Drinky?
Really? Oh, hang on a second. Damn.
Fate, you can't go around talking to just anybody.
Actually, yes, I can. We call that socializing, Sophia. Socializing, yeah. I'm sure that's what it's called. So, bite me.
Oh, Sophia.
Oh, Sophia, where's your brain, Fate?
It's down there.
Who's that? Your sister?
She is not our sister. We're actually going to be nice to Sophia, though. Why? Because we're in it with Sophia for the long haul. This game does have kind of a friendship meter between characters. You can build relationship points up between characters, and that'll influence future events in the game, as well as things that will happen in battle. Like, if you've got two people who are really close in battle and one of them dies, well, the other guy might actually go into a rage and pull off some amazing victory in battle. So, we're going to be nice to Sophia. Yeah, she's my girlfriend. Pretty cute, huh?
My girlfriend. She's pretty cute, huh?
What? Who? What was that? What?
Oh, don't worry, Sophia. You know I'd never actually ask you out. Just play along.
Just play along.
That's right.
Yeah, okay.
Don't worry about it.
Well, anyway, thanks for asking, but I'll have to pass.
We've got a
Yeah,
button to
fine, I
find.
understand. What a waste. Here I thought if I went to this expensive resort, I'd run into lots of hot guys. And when I finally find a guy who's my type, he's taken. Why do I always get the bad luck?
What is your type? Blue hair and breathing?
Excuse me.
Probably just breathing.
Thanks.
Ugh. And she had to split us like that? We should have done like a Red Rover thing and just clotheslined her. Right as she went through.
About what?
All about getting your hopes up there, you know.
I mean, I know I just made that up on the spur of the moment, but I shouldn't have said that.
It's not right to crush your dreams on a joke.
Well, if I hadn't said that, she wouldn't have backed off, right? So...
No hard feelings?
You surprised me. I mean, you? My boyfriend?
I know, you can always dream.
Don't worry, I don't mind. After all, it's not like I totally despise you or anything.
Just mostly despise you. You know, it's growing. We could be totally despised in a matter of months here. Just have to keep working on it. Hello, surfer dude. Male blue dolphin. You do not surf? Once I rest a spell, I shall hit the waves again, as you people like to say. So yeah, little cool surfing dolphins. I don't know why he needs a surfboard, but hey, whatever he wants to do, man. It's his opinion there. These are our parents. Oh, hey, Fate. You finally decided to get some sun. You were playing that game again, weren't you? What if I was? It's just something I like to do. I know, but couldn't you forget about games for a while? At least while we're on this trip. I mean, don't you think it's unfair to Sophia? She did come with us after all. Oh, you know, you don't have to lecture me like that. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm probably like 17 or 18 and a half here. Who knows? Maybe 19? Sometimes I wonder. At least I still think you're a child. Every time you get so defensive like this. Anytime I lose a conversation, I just blame you for being defensive and make you look like the bad guy. It's cool. But, you know, you just go be happy, and I'll sit here and sip my margaritas. It just shows how much I really care about you. Yeah, thanks, Mom. You stay there. Hey, Robert. Let's see, this is Robert, our dad, actually. What? You were playing games again, Fate? Well, I guess I can't complain as long as it's your own money that you're wasting. You ain't gonna get a goddamn dime out of me, boy. I know that you spend it on them games all the time. There's the flirt. Do me a favor, make like Houdini and disappear. Make like Houdini and die, is basically what she wants to say. Now, let's see. Where do we go next? So I can avoid as little needless running around as possible here. You know what? I still gotta check these rooms out, that's right. Ooh, what is this? We've got a computer. It's an information terminal. By registering your ID number, this single device allows you to do almost anything, whether it's work or play. Well, I can't register my ID number in it. For some reason. Probably because they didn't want us to do anything with it. It's just flavor. It's an information terminal. And that says the same thing. I think these next two say something different. Lots of games an elementary school kid would enjoy are installed here. It has a controller. It's not even a full-body simulator. Who plays these old things? I wonder if that old man over there plays these games. Hey, you. You got a DeLorean somewhere? Got an almanac you can sell me? Look at me when I'm talking to you. Elderly Rokian. Oh, so you come all the way from the Sol system, did you? Sightseeing, I suppose. Well, whatever your business. Easy does it's the way to go. Gonna die sometime, young man. Might as well travel the universe. Bang lots of alien ladies. Who are you? You are in rooms 103 and 105. Use the west teleporter room next to the first floor guest room corridor. This is not where we want to go. Hey, it's the storyteller, the slanted man. By decree of the heavens, the hour of doom shall be on the morrow's eve. Do not forget. Okay, I know where to go now. It's time to go get into our first fight, actually. I get to show you this awesome combat system that I am going to be extremely horrible and rusty at for a while. You guys get to grow with me here. We have some free time, so maybe I could convince Sophia to play a game or two with me. But it might not be worth the hassle. Oh, today's news. Wonder what's going on in the universe. Federation number 17 lost, but not forgotten. 7 years ago to the day, the people of Federation 17 were slaughtered during an attack by the Aldian Empire. The families of the deceased staged a memorial in Lambda Sector, where Federation Station number 17 once orbited. They also voiced their hopes for a swift end to the war, and some even seriously questioned the Federation government's decision to not cease hostilities. War sucks. A multi-day weather report is displayed here. It's supposed to be clear tomorrow, but in the late afternoon around 4 o'clock we might get a squall for about an hour. That could be exciting. In that case, maybe I'll humor Sophia by going shopping with her. Her dad had to suddenly cancel his trip because of work, so she ended up being the only one in her family who could come. Well, I suppose she'll want to at least buy a souvenir for him since he couldn't make it. But it's too bad, really. It's always so much more fun when Uncle Clive is around. He's more fun than any of my real uncles. Let's see. Information on the shows scheduled at this hotel is displayed here. Looks like tomorrow will be... Yes. This group. At last, the Rossetti troupe, the universe's most stupendous circus company, has arrived on our planet. Witness the fleeting beauty of a brief, yet magical journey into the horrible. A circus. And they only have one clown. It could be worse. A guide map for the hotel. It shows the hotel lobby, spaceport, etc. It also shows the transport code for transporting to the evacuation corridor. It looks like we can go back to our rooms by exiting the lounge and using the transporter to the east. To go to the beach, we should use the transporter to the west. And we're not going to use any of them. This is something, right? Maybe not. Is this anything? No, just a chair. Hey you, lady, talk to me. Female Earthling. Honestly, that son of mine, I just wish he'd study a little more, instead of playing games all the time. Except for PE, his grades are terrible because of it. You there, we're gonna throw you in the fountain. Young Earthling. Oh, jeez. That character's too strong. This has gotta be a bug, right? What do you think? I mean, Michael's way too strong. They gotta get rid of him already. Nerf him. Nerf that Michael bastard. Nerf him into the ground. Fuck him. Teabag Michael. Okay. Here's the game console right here.
Games again? But you were just playing.
Excuse me, we just got back from the beach that you wanted to go to.
Keep playing games all the time like that, and you'll turn into a brainless muscle man.
Yeah, so what? Maybe I will.
What to do?
This is pretty easy. You're gonna try to persuade her.
Why don't you give it a try, Sophia? It's really fun.
Unless you're chicken. You ain't yellow, are ya, Sophia?
But isn't this one of those combat simulators? Don't you have to fight?
You have to rip people's throats out and drink the blood from their veins in order to heal yourself, Sophia.
No can do. I don't like these kind of games.
Tough shit, you're going in. Let's go. Grab her by the ear and pull her in there. Okay, so we got two options. Don't worry, I'll protect you. Which is the manly, gentlemanly thing to say. The thing that she would want to hear at this age, because she would still believe the bullshit. And I see. You don't like hanging out with me. We could also try some reverse mind games with her. This might be what she would use against us, but she's the master at this type of warfare right here. Don't even attempt to play it. Just, run the plays that you know. So we're going to do this. Don't worry, I'll protect you.
Don't worry. I'll protect you.
It's my job, right? Look at these toothpick arms. I could poke an eye out with something. Blind them with some glare from my skin.
I'd never let you do anything dangerous. I promise.
I'm just going to shelter you your whole life and smother you to death.
Come on, try it.
Let's go.
Well, okay. If you say so, I guess I could give it a try.
What's the worst that could happen? You become paralyzed
And
for
it's
life.
settled. Let's start at an easy level, since you're a beginner.
We'll start
You
at
prefer a character
Normandy.
that uses symbology from a distance rather than one that fights up front, right?
Yeah.
That's sci-fi for magic, by the way.
It won't hurt, will it?
In case you couldn't translate it.
Beginner's level doesn't hurt at all, really.
They don't even have the pain implants until you get to medium.
Okay. I'll give it a try.
Good, because you didn't have a choice. And it's the
All
best
right, then,
autograph
we're about
ever.
ready.
We're gonna have to cherish and protect that autograph. Make sure never wash the shirt. She said we could buy a planet with it. Are they foreshadowing, or is that nothing at all?
Welcome to the battle simulator. Please set battle system parameters.
Max level, S rank.
What do you want to do, Sophia? Let's start from the beginning. You want to take a look at the instructions?
No, 'cause I've been through the instructions a lot.
Should I?
Yeah, you probably should. But the conscience in Fate's head here is not
Probably
going to.
should. Otherwise, it won't be much fun.
Yeah, you won't know what you're doing. You'll get stabbed in the belly quick, and then you'll be down for a while.
Okay. I will.
At least you're chipper about it. And we can use the battle simulator here. The battle simulator allows us to play the battle tutorial, initialize our battle trophies, and view descriptions, among other things. Battle trophies. Achievements, basically. A battle trophy is something that proves you have satisfied certain conditions in a battle. There might even be special rewards for those who collect enough battle trophies. Gathering battle trophies requires a memory card, which thankfully we've got, with at least 1200 kilobytes of memory. Is that kilobytes or kilobits? I can't ever remember what capital means or what the lowercase b means. I think capital B is bytes. I could be wrong. Make sure to initialize our battle trophies. Gathering battle trophies requires a memory card. Yes, it must always be inserted. Precautions. Battle trophy data for each game is unique. Even if there are multiple sets of battle trophy data, only the data for the battle trophies that were created or loaded in this session may be saved. You cannot create new battle trophy data during the game once we've loaded it. None of this matters. And we can't use battle trophies while on Earth level. Earth level is for babies, and only a baby would play on Earth level, so they don't get to unlock achievements. They can actually earn their achievements later on, whenever they decide to rank up. I think I'm going to be kind of a jerk here, and I'm going to cut the video. It's 32 minutes in. We've got some fighting coming up after this. We'll go through the little training simulator here, and then be on our way. So, I will see you guys in the next video.